Want to have your clip featured in the Skyrim Clip of the Week? Simply record the clip on your Xbox and then send it to me via message. My gamertag is iRyeni, that's IRYENI, and then you can message it to me over Xbox and I'll be able to view it. I look forward to seeing the clips that you guys send me. Now moving on to the video. Hey, what's up guys, it's Ryan, and welcome back to another episode of Modded Monday. We're on week number 225 now, guys. I've picked out 5 new mods for you guys to check out, and perhaps add them to your load order if you find them interesting. But like always, before we jump into them, I want to remind you guys that I'm partnered with Gamersups, which in my opinion is the best energy drink on the market. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, be sure to check out the link where you can check out their store page, and you can also use the code RTD for a 10% discount on all your purchases. I also want to say, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any future mods each and every single week. Now that all that's out of the way, we can jump into this week's mods, and starting us off we have the More Saddles mod. Now this mod comes with 5 new saddles that you can equip to your horses, and starting us off we have the Big Game Hunter saddle, which is equipped to the horses sold at the Whiterun stables, and the mod page reads that this is a poachers, hunters, or bounty hunters best showcase. It's stocked with trophies of victories against their large array of monsters, from trolls to dragons and dragon priests to mammoths, and it's stocked with a barrel of mead and a large tankard for your drinking pleasure. After that we have the Bard saddle, which is equipped to the horses sold at the Solitude stables, and this is a good well-rounded saddle for a bard, minstrel, or ambassador character on long travels over both wilderness and roads. They can bring along supplies needed for a long trip, and it's sturdy and well stocked with what any traveler could need for a nice trip along the countryside. After that we have the Hunter saddle, which is equipped to horses sold at the Windhelm stables, and this is a hunter's, trappers, and tracker's best friend. It's stocked with extra arrows and some supplies, it's lightweight and reliable, and it's good for those who go out and do one-day hunting trips, as well as the people that go out and take week-long slogs through the dense woodlands looking for larger game. Following that we have the Traveler saddle, which is equipped to the horses at the Markarth stables, and this includes every man's travel pack. You have a bedroll, a food sack, tankard, and mead. What more could you possibly need? And then finally you have the Dawnguard saddle, which is equipped with some vampire hunting gear and armored for combat against the undead. This is the vampire hunter's best friend. Loaded down with equipment such as crossbows and bolts, a hunter's hand axe, and a heavy sun shield used for purging the vampires and their minions. This saddle has you ready for all of your vampire hunting needs, and it's strong and flexible, but this layer of armor gives the horse a vastly superior protection in battle. So out of all these saddles that are included in this mod, it all comes in at a 5.50 megabyte mod, so if you didn't have enough space for the convenient horses mod and you still wanted to spruce up your horses but not take up over 50 megabytes of mod space, then check out the More Saddles mod so you can customize what type of horse you have, as well as give you an incentive to buy a horse from anywhere else other than Whiterun, because pretty much all of the horses are the same if you don't have any horse mods installed, so it's important to at least get one mod, and this More Saddles mod is definitely all we need, and with it coming in at 5.50 megabytes, like I said, it can just disappear into your load order and make it feel like the horses had these saddles from the get-go. And that's definitely why this mod's featured here at our number 5 spot, so I'd strongly recommend downloading the More Saddles mod. Coming in at our number 4 spot, we have the Daedric weapons expanded. Now this mod is still a work in progress, so that means that more weapons will be added along with fixes for small issues in future updates, but this mod adds more Daedric weapons to Skyrim. These weapons added are based off of the weapons from Morrowind, and so far we have 4 that have been added into the game. We have the Claymore, the Crescent, the Daikatana, as well as the Longsword. But as far as for future updates go, he plans on adding a longbow, a short sword, a club, a spear, as well as a wakizashi? I think that's how you pronounce that. And on top of that, after he finishes all of those updates and adds all those weapons into the game, he's also taking suggestions from anyone else. If they have any Daedric weapons they'd like to see into the game, it says feel free to let him know and he'll be sure to add it into the mod. So I think that's very cool of the mod creator to actually be open to, criticism and, suggestions for improving the mod, as well as building it and expanding upon what already is there, such as these Claymore, Crescent, and these other 2 swords, the Daikatana and the Longsword. These look absolutely badass, and if you have any other type of Daedric, armor replacers, such as the one I have here, you can make your Daedric armor look a lot more badass, and then switch over and add some new weapons as well. So if you're running a heavy armor build and you're at that point of your character where you're starting to get your Daedric gear, then add the Daedric Weapons Expanded mod alongside that and add some of these new badass weapons so you can completely intimidate anyone you come across in battle. And that's definitely why this mod's featured here at our number 4 spot, so I'd recommend downloading the Daedric Weapons Expanded mod. Coming in at our number 3 spot, we have the Riverside Lodge Redo, the Buildable Edition, which I think is one of the best and most expansive Hearthfire homes that you could possibly find on the mod page for Skyrim on Xbox. This is because literally everything that you build and everything you see has been built using these Hearthfire materials and little construction benches. If you do enjoy the Hearthfire building mechanic and you like to see the house come up and then you get to live inside it once you're completely done and you found all of the materials, then you can definitely do it that way, but don't worry, if you just like the house, there's also a way to do it all for free. So either way, if you like the Hearthfire home or if you just want to have the home, both options are viable for this mod here, which I think is very, very cool. But now actually getting into the house, this is the Riverside Lodge, which is a fully buildable home with follower and child support. It also has a full set of crafting equipment, and it's situated between Riverwood and Whiterun, and the design of the original Riverside Lodge has almost been completely altered, with most interior and exterior architecture overhauled and fully optimized to act as beautiful, functional, and without compromising performance. These new interior decorations and custom meshes decorate the house, but they stay completely within the base game's art style, seamlessly integrating it into the game world. Outside, you can build exterior plant decks to grow crops, there's a training deck to keep your combat skills sharp, a stable for your mounts, and seating areas in the balcony and roof tower where you can relax. Inside, there's a kitchen and dining area, a place to store essential gear and plan adventures, a full smithy, a master bedroom, and a large study for enchanting and alchemy. And this isn't just one of those houses where, oh, I just have to craft everything and then it'll be completely done. This is a house where you can actually make choices of how you want the house to be built, and it'll actually be different than the choices that someone else made that also downloaded the mod. In this mod, it says you're a designer, not a builder. You can actually make certain design choices now. You can build children's beds for adoption or convert the bedroom into a comfortable set of quarters for your followers, as well as build a meadery or an extra follower bedroom. You can fill the front basement with weapon and armor displays, build extra storage and bookshelves. The choice is completely yours here. And like I said earlier, I truly feel that this is one of the most expansive Hearthfire homes because the building process is much longer and more involved than the Hearthfire manors. You will need a huge amount of time, money, and resources to fully realize the potential of the house. It's designed so that over the course of your game, your house develops just like your character. But if you're not into that, they've included various debug chests that give you everything you need to construct the house right off the bat. Finally, this house has a secret entrance to a cave that introduces you into a lovingly crafted mini world space housing a small subterranean area with hot springs and an underground stream. You can build a sauna and relax after a long day's adventuring, bathe in the waterfall, or grow plants from all over the game. Now, as you can see, this is an absolutely beautiful house mod and there's no wasted space at all, so if you're into the Hearthfire mechanic and you want to see your house come up as you progress your character, or if you just simply like the way that the Riverside Lodge looks and you want it in your game, then I'd strongly recommend downloading the Riverside Lodge Redo Buildable Edition and giving it a try for yourself. Coming in at a number 2 spot, we have a mod that I've covered before, but recently got a huge update. This is the Skyland Landscapes All-in-One mod. This mod covers everything from forest to snow, roads to bridges, caves and mines, in all areas of Skyrim's landscape. It's a mixture of 1K and 2K textures with a few 4K thrown in for good measure. These textures include new snow textures, ice, mountains, rocks, bridges, roads, the tundra of Whiterun, the Reach, the Rift, the East March Marsh, the mines, the caves, the ore rocks, word walls, giant campstones, riverbeds and shores, coastal areas, glaciers, dragon burial sites, and even standing stones. This mod covers literally everything landscape that's not man-made. And basically the update that they did with this mod, with the original Skyland All-in-One mod, was they split it up so that towns are completely separate from landscapes, which I think is one of the best ideas in terms of Skyland and load orders that you could possibly have with a mod like this. Because what was happening, at least in my experience, was maybe I like the landscapes of this mod and maybe I want to have, a city mod, or maybe there's an incompatibility with Skyland cities and I really want to keep Skyland landscapes, but the city part is what's incompatible with this. This just makes it so you have all of your landscape textures in one mod and then you can go over and get all of your city textures in another mod. So this one just focuses on the landscape, so you can have any other type of city mod that you could possibly have, such as Clever Sheriff I know has really good city mods. But with them separating these two mods, I think it was a great idea and it doesn't actually complicate anything, and I feel as though it was a very important change that they made to the original Skyland All-in-One. So if you do like Skyland All-in-One and you maybe just want to have the landscape so you can work on the cities using different mods, then the Skyland Landscapes All-in-One is definitely a mod I'd recommend checking out because these textures are absolutely beautiful, and I pretty much haven't removed this mod since the beginning of these load orders here. So it's obviously a great mod. I haven't removed it ever, and I don't ever plan on it either because these textures are unbeatable. And that's definitely why this mod's featured here at our number 2 spot, so I'd strongly recommend downloading it. Coming in at our number 1 spot, we have a mod that I'm extremely excited to talk about, and that's the Lost Wonders of Mzark. This is a quest and dungeon mod for those who prefer a more puzzle-oriented game, and the enemies you encounter within must be disposed of in careful ways, and you'll find more than just fights awaiting for you in the depths of the cave. You might think of it more like Dead Money, but for Skyrim. And whenever it comes to the backstory of this quest, we have in the docks of the Northern Oceans, sailors whisper tales of an ancient ruin, one like any other. A strange Dwemer machine that sits far out in the ocean, overlooking the far shores of Skyrim. And while the sailors tell these tales, history tells another. Deep within that ruin lies the last endeavors of the great Lord of Blackreach, and it says that Mzark, ruler of everything under Skyrim's mountains, left behind wonders untouched for thousands of years, watched over by a group of strange sentient machines who now seek a worthy adventure to help them fulfill their purpose, and claim back the lost wonders of Mzark. This features 4 new quests that span several hours of gameplay, all fully voiced in script, and it's based around solving puzzles and finding hidden items. It also features an enormous new non-linear dungeon filled with wondrous Dwemer contraptions, huge foundries, robots, mine shafts, submarine bays, and vaults await within Mzark's greatest creation. There's new enemies to fight, from the invincible holograms, the Dwemer bots, and more, as well as mini-bosses and puzzle bosses galore. There's also new weapons and spells that allow you to explode your enemies using the Hollow Staves. You can project holograms to fight for you, or cause a massive amount of leaks to appear in front of you, if you're into that. You can also get a special artifact not seen since Arena that will allow you to unlock the secrets of the Dwemer. Finally, there's 3 new armored robe sets, all geared towards magically oriented characters. Now, just like we normally do in our top 5 mod series whenever we feature a quest mod, I want to give you guys a chance to vote in the comment section down below if you would like to see a separate video of me playing through the Lost Wonders of Mzark. We can go through and try to solve all the puzzles and unlock all the secrets of the Dwemer, and I feel as though that would be a very interesting video to make. So if that's something you want to see, be sure to let me know in the comment section down below. But I would recommend you guys go out and try it because I love puzzle mods and just, puzzle games in general, and I really think that this would be a great mod to check out because just look at the sheer size of some of these rooms. It definitely looks like there was a lot of time and effort put into this mod, and I can't wait to start playing more of it. So like I said, if you want to see more of this, be sure to let me know in the comment section down below. So if you're looking for a new quest mod to play that features new weapons, enemies, areas to explore, as well as loot to find, then the Lost Wonders of Mzark is definitely a mod I'd recommend checking out, and that's why it's featured here at our number 1 spot, so I'd recommend downloading it and playing through the quest yourself. So that's pretty much it for this week's episode of the top 5 Skyrim mods of the week. Hopefully you guys did enjoy, and if you did, I'd appreciate it if you left a like and subscribe if you're new. It really helps me out a lot. And if you have any suggestions for mods you'd like me to cover in future top 5 mod episodes, be sure to let me know in the comment section below, or you can follow me on Twitter. I'll be sure to leave my Twitter in the description, and you guys can follow me on there and leave me suggestions there as well. Special shout out to my Patreon supporters. Thank you guys so much for everything that you guys have done for me. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Hopefully you guys did enjoy, and I will talk to you guys later.